Men. But
Okay.
this is her daughter-in-law. Her name is Nechama Schusterman, and she gives over weekly with the of the Lubavitcher Rebbe's sichas on the parsha, and she makes it very relevant to our day-to-day life.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
and and what she did last night was that she gave over about an hour talk about these next 3 weeks, starting by the 17th of Tammuz.
Oh, wow.
And,
Yeah. And you're
she,
going to post that?
yeah, I just put it on our group. I
Great.
really recommend everyone listening to it. It's very special, and it really talks about what we're doing in terms of working with ourselves to slow down, to listen, to become kalim, so that what she talks about is that the geula is like each one of us as we heal and listen and really get alignment with who we truly are, our bodies and our minds and everything, get alignment. We're bringing the geula, like we're embodying that, and that helps to bring the geula.
Wow.
So and this is the time. This is the time
Yes.
now.
This is for sure the time.
Right. And well, these next 3 weeks. So, but always, but definitely. And that the dark, she was saying that the darkness really doesn't have a life of its own. It feeds on our light. So our doubts, our anxieties, our fears, all that feeds on our light. So the more we embody that light and ease, like not not go into that darkness, but work with our own easing of our system and our light, that weakens it,
Wow.
and that helps to bring the gula. So that's, I just really listen to it. You all will glean what you glean, but and she gives tools, and it's all from the Rebbe, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and she brings it's very practical tools.
Wow. Wow. Miriam, thank you. That
Sounds
sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful.
It really is.
sounds great.
I was really, and it speaks so much of our meditation practice of what we
Mhm.
do here as a group together.
I'm, is it
So,
okay if I add something here?
yeah.
Um, I just want to say that, over the last few weeks in particular, I have been getting very much in touch with um, the I say the deepness of mindfulness, of presence, of being, of living in the now, and the importance of it, and how it is the only thing. It's the only place where love, joy, and peace live. Love, joy, and peace only lives in the now. It can't possibly live in the future or the past. Can't live in the way your mind is constantly bringing up things from the past or projecting into the future. That you have to be in the now, and this has become very visceral for me. Very like I've known it, but lately I'm like living it, and I'm experiencing it, and it's so powerful, and it just relates to what you're saying about easing our fears and easing our the constant turmoil and noise that goes on in your head, that just is constantly going and going and going, and how we bring that down, just bring it down to the now. Yeah.
I just sent our group a picture that she sent, and it has to do just with that. The past, future, present brings peace. It's very sweet.
So
Yeah.
I want to bring it down to that's exactly what meditation does, right? It brings us into the here and now, where we're letting go of all those distracting thoughts. So I really do want to hear from each one of you, whoever wants to share, or maybe we'll do half of us this week and half of us next week. Um, how your meditation, what is your meditation practice? And what are you looking for more in your meditation practice? Can everyone mute themselves? Okay, but first, I'd like to set our kavana for today, which is that through our meditation on light and on holy names, that we bring down rachamim and light and love for everyone, and especially now for the hostages. May they be released soon, for the healing of all the soldiers, for everybody needs compassion and rachamim now. And so, as Rav Morgenstern says, when we go into our teva, which is into our holy place, through learning, through saying Tehillim, through praying, and through meditation, is an opportunity to bring down rachamim. And in these 3 weeks, it's really, the Slonim Rebbe talks about how we're planting seeds. This is the time. These 3 weeks are like connected the 3 weeks between Rosh Hashanah and Shmini Atzeret, and there's a parallel, but we're really now planting our seeds, right? And we know, right? Our seeds are going to blossom and turn into flowers and into trees. And the Slonim Rebbe says that, quotes many Rebbes who say that in these 3 weeks, Hashem is very accessible because Hamelech B'derach, he's not in his palace now. So it's easy for us to access the king right now and to really ask and pray for Rachamim. Okay, I would like to just briefly go over, but before I do, I want to tell you 2 stories that really strengthen my emunah. One of them is my daughter Tamima. She lives in Har Homa, and unfortunately, on her street that she lives on, 3 soldiers were killed. Like 3 soldiers on one street. And she went to a shiva of a woman that she didn't know. And this woman, she said, was standing in the doorway greeting people, everyone, b'simcha. And she looked into my daughter's eyes and she said, do I know you? I feel like I know you. And she was giving love to everybody. And I was thinking, like, what a high level that is, that you lose your son that you love and that you can be there and give love and strength and emunah to other people. That's one story I want to share with you. And the other one was when I'm driving in the car, I listened to Reshet Bet, to Esther, Esti Perez Ben Ami, and she interviews hostage families, like the parents and the relatives. I'm not sure, I don't remember who it was, but I think it was Miriam Ohana for Yosef Chaim, I think his name. She talked for 10 minutes about emunah, and that everything that Hashem does is l'tovah. And here it is, her son is a hostage for more than 600 days. And she went on the radio for 10 minutes about how important it is to have emunah. And then Esti asked her, what message would you like to give your son? And she said to her son, we're doing everything that we can. Keep working on your emunah. Just be in a place of emunah. And that really strengthened my emunah. And I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, I would like to do a quick review of what we did last week, what I want to do this week. And then before we do the meditation, I would like you to just check in and tell me how your meditation is going. So I just want to, as a recap, okay, we began meditating on Yud Kei Vav Kei in Sarah Yehudit's living room before Corona. And now this is our go-to, right? Then Sarah Yehudit added to the Yi and the Va, the Yo and the He and the Va and the He, which are the Nikudot of Dat. That is our go-to meditation. over the years and over the months, we've experimented with different voweling for Shem Hashem. As brought down B'Yam Chochmah, I would never have the courage to share this, but it's right here. It's like the hidden Torah is becoming revealed. So we talked about Chesed being yeah and He and Ve and He. We talked about different Nikudot. What I want to check in with all of you is how do you want to continue now? Should we just stay fixed on our one Yud K Vav K, or are you into experimenting with different shemot and different voweling? I just want to check it out with you before we continue. That's one question I want to ask. And now I just want to briefly review what we did last week and then check in with all of you. Okay, so we talked about from B'Yam Darkecha. By the way, I would really recommend this Sefer on Avodat Hashem to everybody because it talks about the Veikut, what to do when you don't feel light, Bitul, eating, sleeping. Like it just goes through all our midot. If anyone wants to order it, I think it costs 50 shekels. My neighbor goes to Rav Morgenstern's yeshiva. I can get the sparring from you if you like. Yafa once went to the yeshiva and picked them up herself. For anyone who has the Sefer, I'm on Pechet, and just a brief review. He talks about different ways that we can connect to Hashem, right? And we know them, learning Torah, Tefillah, and then he comes to Shemot HaKodesh through Yichudim, which we're doing when we're meditating on Yud Kei Vav Kei, right? It's a Yichud. So I'm just reviewing. He says different ways of meditating is to litzayer b'machshavato, to picture it in your thought, like you're drawing it in your mind, the letters of Hashem's name, the Yud, the Hey, the Vav, and the Hey. Now we've done a lot of practice with this, seeing the letters horizontally, seeing the letters vertically, feeling the letters in our body, different ways of seeing and visualizing. Then he says that you're seeing it with your spiritual eyes. And then he talks about he says, see it letter by letter, and then all the letters. And then he says, it's also good to, he said, it's not enough to see the letters, but he said, we have to feel it. Perhaps people can write in the chat what their preference is to save a lot of time. I think that's a really good idea. If people can write their preferences in the chat, that can really help. Okay, so then he talks about feeling and then Neria asked, how do we feel it? How do we feel light? How do we feel the light in the letters? And that's really what I want to focus on today. In this Sefer, there's a whole section about how to feel Hashem Yitbarach. And that's what I want to do in the next few sessions. Okay, he says, you have to feel it. And he talks also about different ways. He said, you can hum the melody as a nigun, right? So sometimes when I'm walking, I'm just going, like the thing is with Shemot Kodesh, you can't say them out loud, right? But you can hear it. You can hear it in your mind's ear. Same way we did as SY, right? Sar Yehudi doesn't see, she hears the vibration. But to do it with a nigun, like Rav Morgenstern says, if you want to chase away foreign thoughts, he says, use the nekudot of chesed, which is yeah and he and ve and he. So sometimes when I'm walking, I'm just going with a nigun, like I'm singing, I'm humming the letters. You can do it also with yo and hey and va and hey. It's like try it. Try doing the letters with a nigun. It brings you more into the feeling. It gets more into your kishkas. Okay. Now that's a quick review of last week. Now I want to go to how can we feel the light? And I'm on page Reish Samech Daled. How can be we zochet to really feel Hashem and to feel Hashem's light? Okay, so he talks about, we're going to skip this. He talks that, he says, first of all, you have to know that it's possible. It's really possible. I like experimenting love, the new idea, right? Love is amazing because love is ahava. You could say it out loud, right? And we know that ahava, 1 minute. To Miriam for this gift. Ahava is Rashi Tevot of Or HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So it's a great walk. It's a great meditation where you can actually say it out loud with like the Shemot HaKodesh. We're not saying them out loud, but you can go Ahava, you can go Or HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You can sing it, you can dance it, you can walk it. And by doing that, you get it more into your kishkas. It's a wonderful, wonderful meditation. And we've done it in this group. I know I'm putting out a lot of stuff, but that it's a wonderful meditation of like Or HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Rabbi Ginsburg says, this is so beautiful. He said, feel the letters in your mouth. Or, ahava. He says, keep saying it. Feel it in your mouth and in your lips. So Rabbi Avraham Satan wrote a Perush on Tehillim. And in that he says, when we're saying Tehillim, to feel it in our mouths, like as we're saying the words, right? And do you know how many times we say Yud Kei Vav Kei in Tehillim? When you say all your davening, just pay attention how many times you're saying Shem Hashem. But Rabbi Satan says something interesting. By the way, Rabbi Ginsburg says, feel it in your mouth, vibrating, ahava, vibrating in your mouth. And he said, then bring it into your heart. Like you can say, just sit there, put your hands on your heart and just go, ha, va, like slowly or quickly, however you want. Now, Rabbi Satan says something really interesting, and we're coming to Chodesh Av. Tammuz is the tikkun of seeing, and Av is the tikkun of hearing. He says, put your hands on your ears and say it. So you can put your hands on your ears and say, ha. Do it, everybody. Put your hands on your ears and let's just do it. Let's just say the letter. This is Hashem's light, Or HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ah, ha, va. You can do it out loud. Now do it silently. Just say silently in your mind. Now just do it aloud again. Ah, ha, va. And do it silently now. Okay, so ladies, you can hear vibrations, and if you want to practice meditating on our Yud Kei Vav Kei, try doing it by putting your hands on your ears and hear the vibration of the letters going through you. Okay, I'm coming back V'yam Darkecha, where he talks about. Okay, first of all, he says to feel Hashem's light.
I'm sorry, what page is it again?
I'm on Reish Samech Vav, where he talks about there's 4 levels of feeling Hashem's light. Okay, I'm going to slow down. So he says, first of all, you have to know that it's possible. It is really possible. Second of all, he says, lehistotek v'lehitpalel. Okay, lehistotek is to long for. And our rabbis tell us these days, now, it's yes, we are sad and we are mourning what we lost, later the Beit HaMikdash. But more than that, we're listokek. We're like yearning for it. We're like desiring it. We're wanting it. We're wanting Or Hadash al Tzion. We're wanting the light to be revealed. We're wanting the Beit HaMikdash. We're yearning. These are days of Lehishtotek. And how do you feel light also in your meditation? Want it, yearn for it. Ask Hashem to show you. Ask Hashem to help you feel it. Ask Hashem to help you open your heart. So that's another level of really wanting and yearning to feel the light. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here, and next time I'm going to pick it up. But he does say that the first thing is to feel the light in your nefesh, to feel it inside of you. He talks about or makif and or pnimi. So we'll do a little bit of a meditation around that today, of like really feeling the light enter into us, feeling the right light surrounding us. But before we meditate, just let's do 10 minutes, okay? I'm just going to give us 10 minutes. If anyone just wants to share briefly what you're meditating on and how your meditation practice. I want to say one more thing. So I heard on Nishmat Shoshi Nussbaum, her son was good friends with the soldiers who were killed last week, and she was talking about how important it is now to take on something new. Like I've decided something in my tefillah practice that I want to take on, but I'm saying because we are a meditation group, I'd like us all to take on something new and different in your meditation practice. If you're meditating every day for 10 minutes, meditate now for 15 minutes with the kavana of bringing down rachamim for everyone. So please add something now. And I would also encourage you all, if you haven't listened to Sarah Yehudit's shiur that she gave in my house that I posted on the WhatsApp, please do listen to it, because we are on a time of darkness. Like these 3 weeks is a time of dinim, and we really want to sweeten the dinim, right? It is really time of haptakat dinim. And where she talks about when you go through a difficult thing, and don't forget, it wasn't so long ago, we had missiles falling everywhere. We went through a war. So when you go through something difficult, and I know that everyone I talk to is going through something with their children, with their marriage, in their body, something that we want to come to a place. I didn't see the recording. I'll post it again. I'll post the recording again of Sarah Yehudit. Of becoming of some kind of newness. Like when you go through a war, there has to be some kind of birth that's coming out of that, some kind of newness. And so I'm just encouraging everyone to find some hitchatshut in your meditation practice. And our rabbis tell us you can't really pray properly until you first prepare yourself. It's brought down in many Sfarim, right? In the Sefer Sharim B'Tfilah, where he talks about the 10 expressions of prayer, he said, you can't just pick up a siddur and begin. Forget it. And that's why there's Ashrei before, there's Psuke de Zimra. And the Hasidim Rishonim used to meditate for an hour. So I'm just saying, an easy way to add meditation into your life before you pick up your siddur, before you pray, do some kind of meditation. It's just an easy way of adding it. Tack it onto your tefillah if it's not already a practice by you. Okay, I'd like to hear anyone want to just shortly just share something. Okay, Rivka, go.
Okay, so, excuse me, I've been doing like exactly before I daven, I do 3 times, like the Yiva, and then the
No,
yoga.
don't wait, Rivka, don't say it together. You have to
What?
say yi and va.
Oh,
Like I have to stress, really be careful. Hashem's holy name, you cannot say it out loud. That's why I always go
oh,
yo and hey. Okay, you say
oh,
there.
Yeva, Yo, Eva, Ya, Eva, Wu, and Vu.
Ah,
That was the last one that we had.
right.
And
That
I do
was what
I
that
do-
was Yesod. The
I love
Yesod
it.
is you and who and Vu and who, right?
Exactly, and I really like that. It really grounds me. And I do it 3 times before each one of them, before my davening.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And I do it all the time. I walk around doing it because it's so grounding. It's so, I don't know, my body just feels happy.
Right, right. Thank you, Rivka. So saying the Shemot is grounding. I feel that also. Okay, anyone else want to share?
I wanted to share. Um, he talks also in the section of Tefillah, I believe, of attaching a kavana to each part of the Tefillah. He starts with the karbanot, lekabel ol malchut shamayim, and then he moves into ahava, yira, and dveikut, and then hishtokakut and gaguim, and then ultimately in Shmona Esrei, bitul. So
Beautiful.
kind of pick that up. Like if my meditation is feeling, I don't know, it's just not happening enough. I pick one of those. I mean, usually often it's dveikut or it's ahava or it's hishtokakut is very strong. And it's just like, wow, like putting gas in the tank. Like it just deepens it, enriches it quickly, powerfully. So that has really helped my meditations a lot to just add in ahava, dveikut.
Beautiful, Yafa.
Observing, yeah, it's ma'od powerful. So he talks about that with tefillah, which also completely changed my davening. I don't do it
Beautiful.
exactly like he says, but recommended, ladies.
Yafa, that's beautiful. Which reminds me, it is really important during the 3 weeks to learn Torah. Really, really important. Add it onto your meditation practice. Pick up a sefer, even 10 minutes, whichever sefer you like. Write notes so you don't forget it. Go over it. Important to learn Torah. Okay, who's going next?
Mayor, I just want to ask
Yeah.
a question. When you said about not saying the letters together, you were saying when we are talking, but if we're meditating, we can say it
Oh,
together,
yeah, for
right?
sure. You could say it silently, but not out loud.
In your
Yes.
meditation, silently.
Of course. Yes,
Okay.
in your meditation. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, one more person. Go. Come on, jump in.
Okay.
Okay.
Miriam.
Okay, so I do something, I'll just say it quickly because before I go into the yi and the va and that, I start out with Reb Morgenstern's the melech, like moach, lev, and kaved. And then I do that with Hashem melech, Hashem malach in my mind. And it's like embodying melech, and then
Ah,
I do what it was like I think you brought with the Baal Shem Tov. It feels to me like getting dressed in the morning, before I go. So it's like then I do with the Baal Shem Tov like nefesh and feel in my nefesh Melo kol haaretz kavodo. I just think of that with my nefesh, then ruach and Melo kol haaretz kavodo, And then I do Hashem iti, and then I say itanu, imi, imanu, etzli, etzlanu, like encompassing, like especially the chatufim. And then I do Reb Ginsburg's The Divine Space with Netzach, Hod, Netzach is up, Hod is down, like Hashem Echad Shmo Echad, Tiferet is seeing Hashem in everything, Chesed Gevurah, and then he says to say, like with Yesod, is not to think negative thoughts, but I sort of took it on to say to have good thoughts, like think of good thoughts, and then Melech, Malchut is the center, which is Avani Tefillah, and then I go into meditation. And to me, it feels sort of like getting dressed in the morning, do you know,
Oh my
like
God.
putting on my clothes. And I just do it quickly, but it sort of centers me because my mind can be all over the place. And I keep bringing it back to these things. And then I go into the yi and the va, and then whatever.
Wow, Miriam, that is so awesome and inspiring. Okay, so that can inspire us all. I remember Yaffa once said, when you pick psukim to meditate on, they have to fit you like a glove, right? Oh, Leah, okay. Bye, Leah. Good luck with all your packing. We love you. We're sending you good energy, Leah. Um, um, that what Miriam's done is she's chose like different visualizations and different psukim in order to get into the zone. That's what we want to do. We want to get into the zone. So I would really encourage you all, sometimes I just go like, Ana Hashem Hoshiana, Ana Hashem Hatzlichana, or I go Lev Tahor Brali Elokim, or I go, El Narafana La Bihara La Nom Ziva, heal me by showing me your light. Like, be creative in your practice. Have fun. Like, do it with joy, do it with simcha. Okay, one more person jump in. I think Naria, you wanted to?
I just had something very simple to say, which is that I used to meditate for 10 minutes at least before davening, and then somehow I lost that. And because you mentioned it last week, I went back into it, and it's such a gift. It's just so grounding. I mean, I'm not so good at sticking with the Yud Kei Vav Kei. It's not something that's ingrained in me yet. But just to sit and watch my thoughts and see what comes up, so much comes up. Even things like, I need to send an email to somebody, or I need to, just things that are like sitting on the edge of my consciousness. And it's really a gift, I have to say, just to do that 10 before davening. Yeah.
It's a gift, mamash. So the Piazetzner Rebbe says, when you begin to meditate, just like he says, first of all, imagine like you're just going to sleep. And then he says, just observe your thoughts, just observe them. And just by observing your thoughts, it quiets down that, torrent of, right, the crazy mind that we all have. Okay, let's do one more. Anyone else want to jump in? And next week, whoever didn't, prepare and jump in, okay? Go, somebody go, 2 minutes.
I can say.
Okay. Go.
Okay, I'm not on.
Lori.
Okay. I can say that I find it hard to take a chunk of time at one time, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I lose my concentration, but I do try to put it in, even for just like a minute before I get out of bed or before I fall asleep. And then to try to attach it to some part of davening. If not in the beginning, then when I get to Bahava, before Shema Yisrael, to try to take a few minutes. Like, I feel like the 15 minutes that you suggest for us, I distribute it throughout the day. Or if I'm walking, for me, it's easier when I'm walking, or if I'm out, there's a lot of nature where I live. So if I'm looking out, or if I'm walking, or sometimes even when I'm swimming. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but
Yeah, wow, that's great. Swimming.
yeah,
Fantastic.
I find that I really incorporate it through the day, so it becomes part of me. And for me, that works better than one sitting, which I don't find myself able to do.
Ah,
So thank you.
okay.
That
S-
works.
Okay, so I think it's okay. I think it's really important what you're saying. First thing in the morning is like, Rabbi Biton said, even before you say Moda Ane, he said, talk in your heart for 10 minutes, even before you get out of bed. And when you go to sleep at night, it's also, those are like pivotal times for reprogramming our subconscious mind. Great times to meditate. But anyway, I will say to you, Leah Lori, just now for the 3 weeks before you daven, stop for 5 minutes and do a meditation.
Right.
And Neria, I just want to respond to you that it takes time to get Yud K Vav K into your nerve net. It's a practice. Like we've been doing it for years really, and you just joined our group recently. So I would say like after you're just quiet and watching your thoughts, before you daven, try it. Just look at it. Look at the letters, hear the letters, say the letters. 5 minutes, just try it, just to get it more into your nerve net. Okay, so next week, whoever didn't jump in this week, I want to hear something from you. So you have a whole week to prepare what you want to say. Okay, let's meditate. So yeah. So just close your eyes. And just feel how you're supported by the chair that you're sitting on. And just take a moment and take 3 slow, deep breaths. And as you're breathing, be aware that as you're inhaling, you're bringing Or Hadash into your body. And as you're exhaling, just let go of any tension that you feel in your body. And we're just going to begin. We're going to begin by bringing Or Hadash, into our body. Let's begin by imagining, just imagine for a moment, our sages tell us that the light of the Shekhinah, the divine presence, is above your head. And our sages tell us that it has the blue, shades of blue. So just for a moment, like it's like you're looking up to heaven. Just lift your eyes up to heaven. The Piaseczner Rebbe says, before you pray, maybe even before you meditate, it's an interesting visualization now for 3 weeks. He says to lift your head, eyes up, your sight up to Hashem's holy throne in heaven. But let's lift our eyes up to the Beit HaMikdash. That's Lamala. We know that the Beit HaMikdash was the one Lamala in heaven was never ever destroyed. So just imagine that we can like really look up through the heavens, all the way up into this Beit HaMikdash Lamala. And can you imagine that gorgeous light of light, the light of love that's shining from the Beit HaMikdash Lamala? And it's shining down above our heads. That Hashem's presence, the divine presence, is actually above our heads. It's being shined down by the Beit HaMikdash Lamala. Just all this light, Hashem's presence, the light of light, the light of healing, the light of joy, a light of simcha, the light of geula. And this light is now coming down through the crown of your head. This light, this holy light, is entering to the top of your head, through the crown of your head. And it's shining, this light of geula, a light of healing, a light of love, a light of peace, of quiet. Just feel for a moment this light in your head, in your whole head, in your face. It's the Or Hadash in your face, new light in your face. And as this new light enters your face, all the muscles of your face are relaxing, especially like around your mouth, let go of any tension around your mouth. Feel your tongue relaxing on the bottom of your tongue, on your mouth. Your tongue is relaxing on the bottom of your mouth. And your whole face is being bathed with Or Hadash. And it's also shining out of your face. And this Or Hadash is just touching your shoulders, a gentle touch on your shoulders as you let go any tension in your shoulders, and just feel the light coming all the way down your arms into your hands. Now this Or Hadash, this new light, a light of light, a light of healing, a light of joy, a light of peace is entering into your heart. And just feel how your heart is empty within you. Libi halal b'kirbi. And that your heart is being filled with Or Hadash. And just take a moment and breathe this new light into your heart. Oh, just let go of any worries, any tensions, any fears, any doubts. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. And again, breathe Or Hadash into your heart. And so that your heart is open and still to receive the light from above. And then feel the light moving down, but we want to feel it also in our throats and in our necks. Feel your throat opening, your neck relaxing. Just feel how like even light is glowing and flowing from your throat. And so when we meditate on Shem Hashem, you can, as you're saying the letters, you can feel it in your throat and in your heart, and feel the light now moving down, 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 like into your belly, into all your inner organs. Right, it's moving from the moach, it's melech, from the moach to the lave, to the kaved, to your liver. The kavod of Hashem is even in your liver and in all your inner organs. And Abraham knew Hashem from his kidneys. There's a light, the light of the first light of creation is hidden in your kidneys. So just take a moment and connect into this light that's so deep within you. And now feel the light moving all the way down your legs, on your thighs, to your knees, all the way down to the bottom of your feet, so that your whole body is filled with light. Take a moment now to feel the light that is within you. Imagine how you are hidden within this light, and it's also surrounding you on all sides. And so this light is within you, and this light is surrounding you on all sides. Just take a moment. What does this light feel like? This Or Hadash, a light of Geula, a light of Ahava. It's also a light of Yir'ah, where we know that Hashem is before us. Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid, that Hashem is before us. And we are facing HaKadosh Baruch Hu with our hearts yearning for more light, wanting, expecting, and hoping for this light to be revealed in the world. And we're going to just take 10 minutes and we're going to meditate on Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey with the Nukudat of Yi and Va. And in this meditation, focus on feeling the light in the letters, feeling the light in the vibration of the letters, in the melody of the letters. Letter joining gives great pleasure. There's an oneg. We're going to meditate to feel not only the yira and the ya and the ah and the simcha, the simcha. We want to feel the simcha in our meditation. So either focusing on ye and va, on yo and hey and va and hey, or together yo and hey and va and hey and yiva, or on any other nikudat of Shem Hashem that comes to you, but we're meditating on Shem Hashem, hearing, seeing, feeling the joy, the oneg in meditating on Hashem's name. Okay, 10 minutes. Just breathe out slowly, slowly one time. And now we're going to send all this energy, all this love to the hostages. They need to be released soon. And so we're going to send them so much love, so much healing energy, and really beg Hashem to free them, even today. So we're just going to spend 2 minutes, just send them our love, send them our energy, and pray for Hashem's mercy and compassion in freeing them. And just breathe out slowly one time. And just for another moment, just imagine would it look like, what would it feel like? The Beit HaMikdash coming down on Har Zion, filling the world with light. Oh, we will truly be the light to the nations. And all the nations will recognize the truth. So just for a moment, just imagine that Beit HaMikdash Lamala. What would it look like? What would it feel like? And we want it so much, and we're yearning for it so much. And then just breathe out slowly one time. Now feel your body supported by the chair that you're sitting on. Just feel the light in your body. Just feel how relaxed you are, filled with light. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes and just notice the light that's filling your room. Your light is filled with light. Molecular arts kivodo. Hashem fills all space with his light and his glory. And let's just end with a prayer for Hashem's rachamim and Hashem's compassion for each one of us and for all of us. So, does anyone want to share anything? Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. what came to me in the meditation is that I'm going to ask the group, I'm going to post it, that everybody this week does 5 minutes of meditation on this name. Or on both the names. But let's just say everyone does 5 minutes on this birthday of Shiviti Hashem Lenegdi Tamid, 5 minutes before you daven. 5 minutes, take it on. 5 minutes before you daven, you're going to meditate on the Shem Hashem. And if your mind wanders, it's okay. Just keep practicing it. The more you practice, the more you get it into your nerve net, so that we all take upon ourselves the same thing for this week. 5 minutes. Okay, anyone want to share anything?
I do.
Okay, go,
Um,
Val.
okay, so I've also had a hard time with the sing light and the name and the shmot. I really, I do better with the pasukim. But today, so so thank you for that. This Thursday is my husband's yahrzeit, so it's really hard for me this week. And then next week is my father's yahrzeit. It's the
Wow.
first year, so it's like a really heavy time for me. And I was just really, and I just felt all of your support. I felt like I just really felt you all supporting me, and I really, I was really in a dark place, and I really feel like just being in this group has really lifted me. And like I had an image of like this cliff, like just to go up. It was so steep and like impossible. And then there was like clouds with Yud K Vav K in light clouds, and so it was like
Wow.
it was very healing, and I just
Baruch
wanted to
Hashem.
share that. So wanted to share that with you. Yeah,
Oh, Baruch Hashem, Valerie. Wow.
yeah.
May you feel a lot of support and comfort in this time.
Oh man, yeah.
I'll talk to you Thursday if you want. You can call me.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. It's harder before. When we get there, it's the hardest before. But,
Right.
yeah. So
Right.
I feel the 3 weeks.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Mamash. Mamash. May you be comforted.
Thanks.
Hmm. Anyone want to share anything before we part ways?
I just want to say that I really got something about the Yud K Vav K for the first time that I feel comfortable with.
Wow. Baruch Hashem.
I always feel like it's too holy for me to deal with the Yud K Vav K. And just by working with the vibration of the Yi and then the Va, something different happened. It was something that I feel that I can own and work with.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch
It was
Hashem.
really
Listen, I know it's very holy. However, just have to remind everyone, it's on the first page of the Shulchan Aruch, this meditation. It's really a nistar that's revealed. Also, I once asked Rabbi Shuren, like, how can I teach this? Like, who am I to teach something? So he told me it's fine. He said his grandfather, Rabbi Kamenetsky, when people used to come to him, he used to write on his hand as he was talking to people, Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey. And so it is very holy, and that's why we don't say it out loud. But I'm so glad you made a breakthrough, Baruch Hashem.
Thank you.
Tamshichi. Evie, how are you feeling?
Getting better.
You're muted.
I am muted.
What?
Did I unmute? I said I'm getting better. Thank God.
Baruch Hashem. So I forgot, really, we should really send Rachel bat Ruth.
No,
Rachel
no.
bat Ruth. Ruth
No,
bat
Rachel's
Rachel.
my
Ruth bat
mother.
Rachel. Rachel bat
Okay.
Ma?
My mother's
Rachel bat
No, my mother's
your ma-
Rachel.
Ruth. Okay, Ruth bat Rachel. Mamash, you should have her a foolish name. Ma.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm already feeling better. Thank you.
Baruch Hashem.
Tודה רבה.
Baruch Hashem.
Isn't,
Gail.
Mira, I just want to ask,
Yeah.
for me, the yo and the hey and the vav and the hey goes better than the
So use
yira.
that. Do that. Do that.
It just
do that.
always comes down to that. Whenever I try the yira one, it always comes back to the second one. That works for me.
Okay, so
somehow.
do that. I'll put that on the WhatsApp also to choose one, but do one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ladies.
I was gonna, can I say
Yeah.
something?
Of
Hi.
course. Hi.
Yeah, yeah, very powerful. When I meditate, my eyes tear a lot. So
Wow.
I feel like there's some kind of detox going on. And a lot of
Wow.
the thoughts that go through my head are the stresses of the week, the stresses. So it feels like recognizing them, honoring them is a way of saying, wow, not to suppress it. Like, this has been hard. And just to honor that. So that's one thing I just want to share.
Wait, I want to respond to that.
Yeah.
There's a way of meditating. We've done it sometimes.
Yeah.
Where you notice what's coming up in your mind, you notice it, you don't suppress it, and you say a tefillah for it. Like, in other words, if you see yourself like planning or distressing, say, like, see it, say a prayer, ask Hashem to help you, and then let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. That's very nice. Thank you for that. Yeah. I did a lot of Vipassana meditation when I lived in Japan. So observing our thoughts was a big part of it. But this is more profound, adding a prayer from the Siddur, from what's close to our hearts. So I like that very much. I was going to ask too, as an artist, I'm really tempted. I really would like to, but I'd like to know if it's okay to actually draw the letters Yud, Hey, Va, Yud and Hey and Vav.
So, okay, so I have a friend, his name is Dov Lehman, and he's a sofer. I'm gonna send you his phone, his like WhatsApp. I think you should be in touch with you because he does that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. But is it not okay for us to do it ourselves? That's
No, I think you should ask him because he's like an expert in that.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
writes Sefer Torahs, but he also does art with letters.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be good for you to connect with him.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Okay, everybody. Lots and lots of love. Have a good week.
Thank you.
And keep
You too.
meditating.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.